I drove across the country and back. These three women. Lena, a housewife whose husband no longer wanted to touch her at all. Sloane, she and her husband brought other people into the bedroom. All the stories of men who hadn't sown enough of their oats. And Maggie, a girl whose first real experience of love was with her married high school teacher. The thing we can do to understand is to listen. I drove across the country and back. These three women. Lina, a housewife whose husband no longer wanted to touch her at all. Sloane, she and her husband brought other people into the bedroom. All the stories of men who hadn't sown enough of their oats. And Maggie, a girl whose first real experience of love was with her married high school teacher. The thing we can do to understand.
Lord, I don't know what we listening to because I'm over all of these hoes. Yes, I call them hoes because after this finale, I ain't got it to do with not near one of them. I actually had to literally go back and edit my slides because I said, Ashley, you're being too harsh, okay? You're being too harsh, sis. Back up a little bit. But when I tell you they pissed me off to the highest level of pissivity in this episode, I mean that thing. So come on in, y'all. Come on in the room. This is the finale, and I'm glad it's over. That's what I can say about that. EJ, the TV junkie, how are you doing tonight? Are you ready to dive into these three? Are they? Listen, they're women, I guess. You know.
Listen, I'm ready, girl. I'm ready to talk about all of them, and shit. I mean, let's just get into it because I was about to say SHIT, and then I thought about it. Literal.
Lord have mercy. I mean, literally, right? Okay. Are you ready to dive into the three women tonight? This is the finale. Are you going to be sad to see them go?
Ashley, I'm gonna apologize to you ahead of time because I'm gonna try and censor myself, but a few curse words might slip out here and there.
Say what you got to say tonight. There's a special dispensation for this finale. If you feel like you need to say some real cuss words, go on and say the real cuss words, okay? I ain't even going to make no faces tonight when y'all start cussing. Just go on and cuss. Do whatever you need to do for the purposes of these lives. Because the fact that these are real people is just beyond. Tyra, over there at Struggle Reviews TV, are you ready to dive in it? And do you ever want to see any of these three women again? Four women, actually.
I mean, sadly, yeah. They're messy. Like, they're messy. It's been really tedious to talk about them every Sunday, and it feels like we've been talking about them a very long time. But with where they leave it off, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. There's more story to tell, and I can't say my messy self. I want to see it.
Oh Lord, I'll give it to them. They did give us some OMG moments, some gas, some pearl clutches. But if I don't ever see this level of toxicity on screen again, I mean, I'll be okay with it. You guys, let's get right into it. Greetings to everyone who is here in the chat. For whatever reason, I can't access the chat at all. at all. And so I just want you guys to know that I am here. And if there's something that anyone wants to share on their specific channel, they can let us know. But I can't even bring you guys on screen. Something is going on to where it's not showing anything. So you're not being ignored. You're here. I see you. But I can't bring you up on the screen. I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, let's get right on into it. And Ashley, what are you doing, girl? Let's go on back. I guess I was playing with my own slides, but as we do every Sunday, we start here. Overall thoughts, episode 10, her name, because we know that Heffa had this baby, this bastard child, and she hasn't even named the baby yet. All right. Listen, I mean, let's call a thing a thing. Tyra, talk to me about your overall thoughts on the season finale.
I mean, I really could have did without them saving Maggie for last, as if it was just, I was like, we didn't need this. We didn't need, Maggie to be last. I mean, they just made it, the episode was kind of centered around her in a sense, and I feel like we got more of her than anybody else, and I feel like we low-key had enough of her. But it was kind of really about her name and her growth beyond this situation. Baby, Gia is trash. Gia is a horrible human being. Like, she needs to be stopped. You guys are telling y'all stories to this lunatic. That's a sick person. Something's wrong with her. Something's wrong with her. And I feel, I'm not even gonna say I don't feel sorry for that man, because anybody tell you later on with another time. Child, Sloane, get off your knees. Get off your knees. At the same time, you and that man, y'all deserve each other. Clearly, this is your relationship, and who are we to stand in the way of that? Have that, baby. Lena is just that. I worry for her children. Okay, I worry for her children. The sooner she gets to a 51-50, the better. That's it.
Admit her. Yeah, she needs to be on a psych hold, in my opinion. Kay, what you got for them? What's your overall thoughts of the finale? Was it a finale worth finaleing? You know what I'm saying? Was this a finale worth the show that we've watched for 10 episodes?
Did they want to wait to the last episode to really get us upset? Because Gia is a complete narcissist, a self-righteous narcissist. Sloane is still not going to take accountability for anything, because she said, as long as I blame my mama, I'm good. I can wipe my hands of it. Maggie needs an IEP. and I need her to wake up and just still realize her name is not Bella. You're not Bella. And then Lena is full of shit, literally and figuratively.
My God.
Bad moms on all their parts. They're all horrible parents.
Them kids come second to everything. Maybe not even second. They come in last place to all of these escapades.
When Lena's son even told him he was a bad mom, I said that should have been.
You're always on your phone. Who are you talking to? You're such a bad mom. I was like,
that baby's tired.
Sick and tired. I almost burned the house down. You had your toy in the laundry room. Like, I wanted him to say all that. EJ, overall thoughts on episode 10, her name. Are you ready for this to be over?
Listen, I'm ready to get a break from it, but I'm kind of with Tyra on the fact of just wanting to see what they would even do next. Like, I mean, this was pretty messy, y'all. It was pretty messy. It was a lot. And it did give us something to talk about. I can't say that much. But I am like needing a break. Like, I need to decompress after this last episode, because how that baby ended up in that toilet just threw me for a loop. The fact that Sloane was on her knees was another loop. The fact that Maggie was out here with the signs, another one. And the fact that Gia is just straight up trash, just does the most. How you leave that man again? Like, you know what? Let's not even blame. You know what? Just let me blame everybody. Just bump it because everybody's stupid.
Lord have
Everybody.
mercy, Lord. So this was the synopsis, you guys. If you did not get to watch the finale yet, stay online, stay in the chat because y'all know we're gonna give you all of the tea anyway. But this episode was written by that heifer, Lisa Taddeo. Okay, directed by So Young Kim. All right. Sloane and Richard must decide if their union can withstand the secrets that betrayed it. Lena reckons with her future in Aiden while Gia makes a decision for herself and her new baby. Maggie decides to let the whole world know her name. Girl, I don't give a damn about your name. All right. So it opens up. Gia is laboring down and baby is on the way. Again, I could not care less about her labor experience being alone. Any of that. So let's start right here. Let's start with fever dreams and other things because I was like, I don't need to spend 5-10 minutes. Like all of this artistry and y'all want to be pretentious and go on this journey in Maggie's damn mind. I do not care. I don't care. Not guilty. He wearing the pageant sash. He's up in front of all the students, the bleachers. Her daddy's calling her name in the dream. Like, baby girl, go and do it. You need to fight for your rights. You know, I could care less. Was there some deep symbolism in this, y'all, that just was lost on me? Kay, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about fever dreams and other things with Maggie at the beginning of this episode?
That heifer still thinks she in a damn book. Girl, come. I'm old. You're not even in school anymore. You are not Bella.
She doesn't even go here.
I know you don't go here anymore. Like it's over. And I think the only thing I saw was that she wished that she would have had the same high school experience as Bella Swan, and it didn't happen that way. Okay, and Bella's Edward came back to her, and yours didn't. That's why these people don't believe you. We know that man took advantage of you. We know that man need to be behind bars. He need to be sitting right there next to R. Kelly and P. Diddy. Okay, we know he needs to do that. But we need you to know that. Because the only reason you're really mad is that he left you to stay with his raggedy ass wife.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
You need to realize that man you only saying that he abused you because he hasn't came back to you. If he come back to you, it's all going to go away. You need to realize that you are a victim, and that's why people you're a complete victim, and she's still fantasizing about this man. Let the fantasy go, girl. That man hurt you. He should be under the jail. You need to realize and move on so you can make better decisions next time. But you can't do your high school experience all over again. You're not going to wake up. Stephanie Myers is not going to write your story. Clearly, Gia is the only one that's going to write your story. And you wanted her to write this story because you wanted to be a book like Twilight.
Lord have mercy. EJ, talk to me about fever dreams and other things. Not guilty. And the crowd goes wild. Her daddy is chasing her down. She's seeing visions and delusions. And what is it?
First of all, we could have just done without this whole entire scene. I thought we was never coming back to this one. Now, if we get that second season, we need to X her out of it. I don't want to see her no more. She is just sad. Like just sad. I was just like, what are we doing? And Kanoto just sitting up there looking like a perv, just looking like a predator, like a full-on predator. Like he looked exactly what he is in this whole situation. I need Maggie to just go to therapy, move away from this town, just start over altogether. Let's just did a redo, period. But we need a fresh start. Let's go.
Lord have mercy. Tyra, talk to me about fever dreams and other things. What was the deep meaning behind this 5 minutes of clips that we had to endure for Maggie at the beginning of this episode?
You know what it meant. It was just all this symbolism. Like he's, even after everything, he gets to wear this badge of honor. He's not guilty. I'm an onlooker, an unpopular kid in the bleachers, looking at this teacher of the year run down, and it's very literal. But I guess it's natural to still be here with her because mentally she never left high school. She never left these moments, and whatever vindication she thought she would get from kind of holding him to task and them finding him not guilty, it's still on her. She's not able to move beyond this state and what she feels like she's missed out on. It started in high school and we haven't left this. That's why the fever dreams is still happening here. Because even at this moment, she's an outsider. I'm on the outside looking in, and he gets to go on in his daily life as the revered teacher, and he isn't guilty and, probably preying on other girls. Like, this isn't what I envisioned for myself. But the dad is just there to kind of bring her out of this. Like, you can do it. He's, encouraging her in a way of her maybe going on the field to, play a game or be a cheerleader or, whatever, all the things that take place in the gym. I don't know. I skipped. He's back there, to being her biggest fan in a way that he maybe wasn't in a time that she needed him. So that's all this. But for as long as it went, we didn't need this. I definitely didn't need to see this man naked running. What was he naked? Did he have a diaper? What?
Just a mess.
What did he have around that waist? Was he giving baby New Year? Was he nude? Like, was he in tidy whities? Like, but yeah, this was very deep for Maggie. It wasn't deep for us because we're tired.
Listen. Oh, it's over it. Completely
I didn't want to think about it.
And in this part, y'all, I just had to bring this up because it really pissed me off and annoyed me because she's out here with her brother, right? And now she want to picket the school because Canodal, he did it. He's wrong. Get him out of there or whatever her intention was behind this. And she says, well, if a man just pulled me in a parking lot and did X, Y, or Z to me, what would you do? Well, I would take him down. I would go, so why didn't you do that for Canodal? Girl, because it wasn't that. Like, what do you want him to do, Maggie? Like, this projection of blame and how everyone else should have handled this around her is really disturbing to me. I think as a brother, as a sibling, the onus wasn't on him. This was your parents' responsibility in that space of time. And for you now to come after the fact, after the trial, after he's been, was it acquitted, found not guilty, mistrial and the other charges, now you want him to do some vigilante stuff? EJ, what was her motivation? What did she want from her brother in this moment?
I don't really know exactly what she wanted from him. I see no motivation behind it. All I see is a child that's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that's hurt, even though we know she's not technically a child anymore. I feel like she's just really, really hurt by everything. She's, yearning for her father, for one thing. The fact that her actions most likely in her mind is the reason why he's not there. I feel like it just goes deeper than that. I feel like she feels like she wasn't protected in some way, form, or fashion. But I do agree with you. It's really not on her brother to have protected her. How can you protect someone from something that you didn't even know about? I mean, we didn't really learn about this until much later, till after the fact. So I don't know what her actual motivation, but I feel more like it was something to help her. Like, she needed somebody to blame. She just needed an outlet at this point. And I don't get I don't get it. Like, I really just want her to start over, y'all. Like, seriously, I'm not joking about that. I think she just needs to let this go. It's over.
I think she did what she could do. I think, you went to court, you did all that. What do you do after, other than tell your story, which is what she did? Tyra, talk to me about what she really wanted her brother to do in this moment. And did you agree with his response to her?
I mean, baby, I'm out here with you, okay? I'm out here with you holding this sign. I, went with you with the trial situations. Like, this is news to him. Nobody knew about this. And I couldn't, because I understand her plight. I couldn't get with it because it seems like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the intent that we had in the beginning and why we wanted to prosecute this man, because, at first it was given, I'm not going to be ignored, Dan. Like, I'm outside, I'm putting notes in the mailbox, but now it's like, somebody needs to believe me. I was like, it would have been nice to know that this was, how you felt before the last episode. Mm-hmm. It just didn't feel like, it was like, we're going to trial or whatever. Maybe this was the revelation that happened then and how she was treated. And maybe the fact that he wasn't, prosecuted and he's free. But this whole narrative, this episode of somebody needs to believe me, my own brother, like, you don't need, like, I felt like he did everything that he could, and there were other people who needed to be held to task. But I, understood what she was saying in the sense of, if it was this, if the shoe was on the other foot and it looked like this, you would have reacted like this. So why is this being treated any differently? You don't really believe me like that. It's like I never said that I didn't believe you. I'm trying to help. I don't know exactly what you want me to do. I thought I was being supported by standing here picketing with you, but I guess that's just not enough. She wants full on, I believe you. I I don't think the brother didn't believe her. It's just this is all that he could give her at this moment, and it's not enough.
I agree.
I agree. I agree. And I believe Darfalina made a comment like, that she just wanted somebody, to believe her. And I think the brother did. Like Tyra alluded to, he was there every step of the way once he knew what had happened. I mean, he the lone ranger out there. None of her friends are out there with her. He's out there holding the picket signs, doing everything he can with her in this moment. And I do think she has a way out at this point. This lady is grown. She's in college. I think that she's got options in how she wants to move forward with the rest of her life. I think it's doing her the greatest disservice to herself to stay in this moment, in this place. Kay, what do you think as far as from a therapist perspective, being, the trauma she endured, all of that, kind of still residing there in that place and still wanting him to pay after court and all of those things?
She she grew up in a household where she couldn't actually even talk to her own parents. Obviously, if her older sister let her go off and be assaulted by an older gentleman, obviously nobody in her household told her that this is also abuse. These encounters are already considered abuse. But if your parents didn't tell you, Maggie, and you didn't understand this until later on, what do you think your brother knew? And he's a boy. Do you really think that he was taught something that you were not taught? So how is he supposed to? Did you want him to come at that age? We go back in time and then him jump on him and beat him up? No, around that time you would have took your teacher's side and you probably would have pressed charges on your brother because you were so in love. You wouldn't even know that you were being abused at the time. You was keeping that man's secret from your own best friend who knew something was going on and you couldn't even tell her. So now that your brother is aware what's going on and he's aware that this hurt you, he's doing the best what he can with the info he got. But don't be mad because you left everybody out in the dark, even people that wanted to help you. You didn't tell anybody. And I really feel like if that man would have left his wife for her, she would still not understand that she was a victim. She
Agree.
feels like that man used her and then dumped her, and she's mad about it. Maggie, it's a lot more than that because if we're gonna talk about abuse, where's that one older gentleman that abused you first?
Hmm.
Why are we not holding his feet to the fire either? Where's he? Because we
Well,
really need to talk about that part too. And then if we're gonna talk about how our parents didn't protect us, well, your sister and her husband just let you out there too.
hmm,
So if we really want to talk about it, we got to go right back there to the beginning. And then let's talk about why your parents were not there to check in on you and protect you in that form. So don't put this all on your brother and want him to listen and believe you. You were failed a long time ago. And quite frankly, you're not his child. He's doing the best he can to be a supportive brother right now since your dad has passed away. Because your dad wasn't doing nothing anyway but sipping alcohol. So Maggie, at this point, the only person who can help you is a therapist where you should have been in a very, very long time ago because it was very clear that you were incompetent in a lot of ways. And she's
yeah,
still not understanding her own incompetence. It's not about anyone believing you. It's that she needs to understand what fully happened to her and that man was not the first one.
Yeah.
yeah. It absolutely runs deeper than that. And I really feel like, and Tony Roberts put it in the chat. that he blames the writers for how they presented this story, because I think it did really taint our view and how we're really receiving Maggie up to this point, because it was so romanticized. It was made to be so sensual. You have it sandwiched in between all of these consensual situations. She's smack dab in the middle, like this was the absolute love of her life. And Darfalina, everybody's downplaying how awful it is. It was because intercourse was never had. Everyone's acting like she should just get over it, like it's nothing because it is to them. She's pissed and she has the right to be. She has the right to be, right? Because she was taken advantage of. But I think the other side of it is what Kay said. I think she needs to sit with this and get a true understanding. Like, we saw her little brief snippets in therapy, but what did that really even accomplish? Like, I would like to have seen by the end of season 1, Maggie at least reach a point of actualization where she truly understood victimhood, where she truly understood the abuse of power in this situation. And even going back to Hawaii, that she was not protected. She was kind of put out there like this little lamb. So I don't think anyone's negating the fact that
Exactly.
she's a victim. It's the way that it's been painted and presented, in my opinion, on this show, to make it like it was
Yeah.
some.
Exactly. We know she's assaulted. We didn't already say that man need to go to jail. He need to be up under the jail. But she's not completely comprehending the situation. She's romanticizing it as if she's Bella and that was Edward. This vampire used her, slept, assaulted her and then left her and he didn't come back. But she wanted this man to be with her. And the
Hmm.
only reason she ever got upset was that he cut it off. And that
Exactly.
she's upset because he cut it off with her. And then now she's sitting back and just like, oh, okay, why did he just do that all of a sudden? She was protecting his secret. She's not understanding from the moment that man cornered her in that classroom by herself, she was being preyed upon, she was assaulted. She's not even understanding that the man that assaulted her the first time was the rapist. The first
Mm.
time. We're focused on this man because you romanticized this little rendezvous thing you had going on. What about that other guy? Where the charges at for him?
They said they weren't pressing no charges. They said, ma'am. And she said, no, because that wasn't a crime. I thought I loved him after the day. But again, that just goes into her
Yeah, she
naivete. And
did
she
say that.
didn't, I mean, she's a child. At the end of the day, she was a child. She doesn't have comprehension. I don't think her brain
No,
is even developed
she's
to the point to
it's
really
not, and she's a little
understand the
delayed too. She needs
or
understanding. She needs a whole lot of understanding.
Yeah.
the
And she never
gravity.
presented herself as a victim either. Like she never presented that way. And it was never presented that way to us in the story. We just know because, common sense tells us that she's a victim, but she never presented it that way. And she, even when she first went to do this, right, she went there with a malicious, it wasn't because I'm a victim. It was because I want to get back at you because I'm mad at you. It's the way it started.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's very nuanced. And I mean, I get it. But a victim, she is at the end of the day under all the circumstances. Next, we have Sloane here. And Sloane, I need you to worry about yourself because Gia, why I'm carrying you? Why am I hold your hand? Why am I picking you up after this baby's delivered? Why am I bringing you my hand me down baby clothes? Why am I interjecting when Jack gets there? Sloane, mind your business and worry about yourself. Tyra, talk to me about this whole thing. Why did Sloane feel the need to put herself in the middle of this situation? I was annoyed.
Because if she over there with Gia, she don't have to worry about her own problems. She don't have to worry about. It's always good to find somebody in a worse state than you are. I may be this, but girl, look at you. Let me get over here. It's like and what we want in the same. We both trash. Calm down. The baby's over. Like you don't even really just know the history, and whatever you do know, it's at the mouth of Gia, and we all know Gia's a liar and a fraud. Like her stepping in this mess with her and them titty bitties. Like get in the car, Slum. Get in the car. And nobody asked you. You want to be there and be supportive, and the baby. I think this is to have this relationship grow further for a new season. Sloane is stepping up, like, yeah, I'm her friend, and what, like, we're identifying with each other's spirits because we're both trash individuals. Calm down. Like, yeah, they can have this. They can have this.
They can have it all because what in the world? EJ,
Girl,
Sloan,
I don't
worry
even know.
about yourself. Why is she all up in these people's business? Get out of it. Jack ain't gonna do
Girl.
none of that, girl.
Okay. And he got every right to be mad, first of all. The energy that he came with, I'm not mad at this energy that he came with. You just gonna like all of a sudden now, like you done had the baby. You didn't even, I missed every experience that I could have had during this whole little situation. I didn't get to be there with you throughout the pregnancy. I didn't get to be there when my child was born. You're acting like I'm not even a part of this. Like you just made this baby by yourself, like it was immaculate conception or something. Like he can have all of the energy that he wants. And the fact that Sloane feels the need to protect her, girl, no, this is not the play. Let these grown folks handle their business and let Gia get every last single thing that she got coming, because we know that he was going to turn anyway. But right now, while he got this energy, let him give it, because soon as Gia opened her mouth, he going to calm down anyway. But still, I was here for it, but I need Sloane to not.
Yeah.
I need her to worry about her house and her knees. That's what I need Sloan to worry about.
Not them knees.
Kay, Kay, why is Sloan involving herself in these people business?
She known Gia all of 5 minutes, and she think that she knows what's going on at this point. You don't know at all. And just because some men have pumped and dumped you, that don't mean that that's Jack. Okay. Richard was probably there at the hospital when your baby was born. I'm sure he was there. I'm pretty sure he waited on her hand and foot where she was pregnant. Okay. If he could have laid in the hospital bed next to you, he probably would have did that too. He probably was up all night while you was laid in the bed feeding the baby and stuff. Okay, that, you know what, Jack wanted to do that. Jack wanted to be that guy and stay out them people busy. He wanted to be there because see, he looked like when you pulled up on him, he looked like he might have not been worth nothing, but he wanted to be there and pretty because we know he's got the Kmart job. We know he making minimum wage. Okay, he still had the right to see his own child. And Gia, because she's such a liar, probably didn't tell you that she didn't abandon this man, got up and left this man about 57 times, and didn't even tell this man when his own child was being born. Because okay, I get it. Inside of your stomach, he ain't got no control over there. The baby is on the outside world now. He has every single right to that child that she does. That's his child too. And get out of their damn way. She couldn't even make her own way home at this point. Then pulled up to her raggedy ass house in this Range Rover.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I went in there and saw them paper walls, I said, where are you living, Gia? Like, my God. Gia, let that man be a father. At the end of the day, there's so many jokers out here who don't want to be a part of their baby's lives, and you're literally robbing him, depriving him of this experience. And of course, this is in the beginning. So then let me sell you this dream real quick again. Now, Jack, I need him to get some sense, because in this moment, Jack, how can you believe anything this hoe tells you? Don't believe her. Like, go to court, file a motion to get some sort of parental custody agreement arrangement, because Gia is for the streets and the open roads, literally. EJ, talk to me about this. Why is Gia not letting this man be a daddy?
Because she got control issues and she want everything to be on her time when she say, and she just don't care. She just an individual who just really don't care when it all boils down to it. As long as it's not affecting her, then she's okay with it. And she wants to blame it on losing everything around her, from her mom to her dad to just life. Woe is me. Everything bad happens to me. So I get to make these jacked up decisions because everything is so bad for me, and yada yada yada. And it's just so stupid to me, because at the end of the day, you got this man who is trying to be there for you. He is trying to be in your world, be in his child's world. He's trying to give you something that clearly you've been missing and never had, and you need to learn how to accept it. I get that can be a hard thing, but at the end of the day, it's a common sense thing. Girl, you might die. Let's stop playing.
Let her tell it. She on death's door. She got cancer and she is not long for the earth. Let her tell it.
Okay, she's just doing too much. I just don't get that, because if that's the case, then why aren't you trying to be more vigilant about making sure that your child doesn't end up in some, in some hands of a stranger somewhere, just because you might, I mean, even though we know that she be extra, but I'm just saying, like, if that really was the case, don't you think that as a parent, that would be the thought process, making sure that your child is okay if I am about to take about to go to the upper room. Let me make sure my child is okay. I have nobody else. My mom is gone. My father is gone. So I need for this child to have somebody in their life, right? I mean, we can't give them a Gia, Lena, or Maggie because that would be stupid. But come on now.
Wouldn't surprise me the steps that they take. Gia is a lunatic, and the fact that she lets him get his hopes up every single time, I think, is what pisses me off more than her just saying no, never. I'm taking this baby, go to court, do what you want to do. But I think this kind of back and forth, this yo-yo thing, is what really irks my nerves. Tyra, talk to me about Gia and why she won't let this man be a daddy. What's going on?
Every single time, like, we've seen this occur and she caves and gives in. Oh my God, you're just showing up. Don't follow me. Like, okay, let's have sex now. It's okay. I'm happy. Like, she likes this. She likes this. She might be one of them bozos who think if you love me, you'll go this far. If you love me, let me see how many boundaries I can push. Like, when he leaves this and gets lawyered up and court ready to like make it bigger than her, and she's like, well, I you went to court, you called the police, you found her, like, yeah, I did it. What do you mean, girl? This isn't, as soon as that baby popped out, it's not about you anymore. It's not about you anymore and the decisions that you want to make. You know, being free range and I want to come find me. No, you have to consider what he wants now because y'all had a baby together. Twice at this point. Like, these are grown-up decisions that you made, and you need to act as such. Like, I told you she's moving like a lady that's gonna give a baby up for adoption. But she has every thought of keeping this baby. I'm like, what? She doesn't have anything. She's not stable. And you would think she would want some assistance, even if she felt like she didn't want to deal with this man. I think she's scared of any little bit of happiness because it's going to be taken away. You know, those stereotypical things that would have her act this way, but it's really old and played out the way that she is doing this. And he has been a hot mess on his own. Like, this is what happens when you want to be a stalker. Okay. Bet you learned your lesson. But yeah, I don't think she's going to do right at all. And she's going to be shocked when he lawyers up and tries to take her to court for custody or visitation or whatever, because she's just expecting, like, oh, he'll get over it. He's going to show up in the next city, and this is stupid, girl. You're a mother.
And she's a narcissist, is what she is, and she's never going to think that anything she does is wrong, because there was not one part in any of her monologues throughout the whole series was she able to take accountability. It's all, well, women this. And women should be this, and people look down on. We're not talking about how everybody look at women. We're talking about you and your raggedy ass and how you keeping that man from his child that you had with him. We're talking about how you as a woman be manipulating these 3 other women so you can sell some damn books because you're broke as hell.
Girl. Lena said, I show you what to do with him. You don't want this man? I call back. I text back. Everything. Baby.
Lord have mercy. No, but you're not wrong. Okay. I said the same thing. When we get into this whole monologue at the end about, women being afraid to express their true selves and become fully actualized, and that they get gratification and satisfaction from the male gaze, it's a problem, but women just need to be women. No, humans need to be decent human beings. And at this point, you guys are all completely trash. I fear for this baby in her life because she is completely self-centered. At every point of everything, her world revolves around her and her upward mobility at this point, because not only are you selfish and terrible to this man, you're now on a course of exploiting these 3 women. And I'm going to call it that because that's what all of this show felt like. It felt like exploitation. But meanwhile, on the other side of town, right, we're picking up birthday cakes. Listen, she said, "Ho, I'm pregnant." And nobody coming to that baby party. I told everybody about your poetry and your debacles. And I'm pregnant and don't know who the baby daddy is. I don't know if it's Richard. I don't know if it's Indigenous Bay. But at this point, everybody in the vineyard knows that you're a whore and that you drugged me and that you manipulated me and that my man liked you better than he liked me. Okay. And on top of that, nobody's coming to that little baby's party. Nobody. They won't be caught dead there. Tyra, talk to me about this. Ho, I'm pregnant.
Who baby is it?
That part.
Whose baby is it? You ran upstairs and took a good old nap. Oh, what was the plan B? Like, what was the no caution was taken twice. He already went on up in that thing all raw. And your vengeance is, tainting her name around. It's like, girl, where babies are coming into the world? Like, who are these mothers? Like, for all this energy that she's giving whole ass Sloan, like I hope she get the same energy to her man.
That
Listen,
part.
Held Jacob accountable. Did you give this energy his way? Like it's just like you ruined my girl. Hopefully that's that. Girl, there are bigger things at hand. I don't know why we're having this conversation. Like, did you see Sloan try to run? Like, girl, what? Trying to walk out all fast. Like you're not you hiding. I didn't like that because I really don't feel like she gave that man an ounce of that energy. We're not looking at the big picture. Richard came up in the thing, so there's a possibility that could be his baby. Let's talk about that. But the way that Sloane is so comfortable with it's childish, but your baby shouldn't have to deal with no ramifications because of how you're moving as an adult. This is trash. And these are things that she never considered, laying it low, spreading it wide on Gullah Gullah Island. Girl, it's only so many people here. It's only so many people here, only so many scenarios that you could have before something goes astray, and then you're known around town as the thought pocket over here breaking up relationships and you trash Richard, impregnating pedestrians. I don't know. I don't know. I think the bigger question should have been like, when are we getting the DNA test so I can make sure that isn't Richard's baby? Regardless of how you feel about me, we have to be adults about the situation. And unfortunately, I hate that you did that with my baby's party. That's childish. Grow up. You have a baby on the way, and I already have a baby. Let's be adults. No, we round here like, ho. I was like, okay, tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Like, I don't know. This is childish. This is over there with Gia, child.
it is. Listen, I just part of me doesn't necessarily think it's so much about what happened. I think part of this is about how could he choose you over me. I don't know why I get those vibes from Emily when she got all sister girl in the moment. I was like, what is this, Emily? Like, girl, like, why are you so big bad? Like, you mad Indigenous Bay wanted to be over there? Like, okay, talk to me about this. And where does all of the animus come from? Because at the end of the day, like Sloane said at the sex party, I'm not your friend. Girl, I barely know you. How is you cool? Like, what is this?
See, because I got something for no accountability hoe and then stupid ass hoe. Because Sloane, since we talking about blaming moms, your daughter can absolutely blame you that nobody wants to come to her birthday party, and that's your fault. Because what did you think was going to happen when you knew that man was in a relationship with that woman and she didn't actually approve of sharing her man in the way that you like to share yours? What did you think, that you've been laying it low and spreading it wide all around town? Okay, how many other men who have wives that you slept with and their wife had no idea that this was going on? Just because your husband is okay with it, everybody else's spouse is not okay with this. And actually, Richard, come to find out, he wasn't ever okay with it in the first place. So what did you think was going to happen? You lied to this lady, and then you manipulated her into thinking that y'all were cool just so that you could take her man from her. And right now, if she would have never found out, you would have still been out here sleeping with Jacob. Okay, a stupid asshole. All it would have taken me was one time for you to say something about my man being fine. I'm not going to your house. He's not coming to your house. And I wish you would step foot in either one of us. Then we're going to have a real problem. It's going to get physical. But yeah, you were just like, oh, Kiki, let's do the whole birthday thing. I'm not going to laugh and whatnot in your face and take mushrooms and shit with you and do all of this stuff. No, you perfectly signed up to go all that. Once you went down to the sex dungeon, what you think was going to happen?
6.
6. And then and go to the, you know what? If you couldn't, if you didn't wear a condom, at least you could have went and got a plan B. Okay, they have not been abolished as of yet. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 4 years, but right now, man, you could have went and got that plan B and did away with that. Okay, maybe you was hoping and wishing and praying that it was gonna be Jacobs so that he wouldn't leave your ass. But I hope the baby come out black as night and then let the town see what happens. You walking around with a scarlet letter on your chest.
Not black as night, Kay.
EJ.
Oh my God.
And so if I'm a hoe, you a hoe too. Let's just stop calling each other these names. What did you think about this situation in the streets?
Y'all know that I see this situation from both sides of it. Like, yes, Sloane is what she is, but the thing is that Sloane been what she is. I mean, she ain't never pretended not to be what she is. This is what she does. However, I feel like oh girl is on her high horse right now. Like, ma'am, you participated in this. You took that shroom on your own. You did that of your own consciousness. This is before the drugs started flowing. You was putting the drugs in your mouth. This is what you did. You knew out of everybody, because it was your idea to take these shrooms, by the way. You knew out of everybody that it was going to put you in a state of mind to where anything could go down. And that's exactly what happened. Anything went down. I agree with you, Ashley, that it was more so of the sense that my man chose you. He had the audacity to choose you over me. You've been doing all of this. And I absolutely, Tyra, do not think that she is giving him that same energy. I think that she just got this energy for Sloane. And it was hella petty for her to go around telling people about this, because it just make you look just as crazy. And if these people can't see that you participated in this, that you are a willing participator, you just got bamboozled by your man. Because I got a problem with people always trying to go for these women. No, don't go for these women. Go for your man. Your man is the one who made the commitment to you, that made the choice to you. Yes, Sloane was out here being hella stupid, but she did say we not friends. And you were the one. You so beautiful. You so beautiful. Like, ma'am, like you bought right into it. And once again, I want to point out that this is all while she was in a lucid enough state to make decisions. So yes, this man went up in you raw. Plan B is a thing, and you could have went and took one, but you chose not to do that. Ain't no way in hell I would have never went and took a plan B. I wouldn't care what my religious affiliations was in this moment. Damn it, fuck it. I mean, forget it. I'm got to go plan B it up. Might take 2. I don't know, because I'm just
Really,
saying.
EJ?
Yep.
Lord,
Yep.
Here we go. The baby. We in the car. Lena can't stop texting and driving. So, I mean, she's a bad mother on more than one front, right? Because we can go back to episode 1, and we can tell Lena is a terrible, pitiful, disgusting mother. But even in the car, she can't even focus on the ride for texting this man, Aiden, baby in the back. You said you were going to take me to the park. You're a bad mom. Like I hate your stinking guts, mom. That's what it felt like. And we go to the park. We get there. He goes into the porta potty and she says, no, you're fine. He says, mommy, please stay with me. Don't leave me. And she's like, no, because I got to get to this phone. I got to talk to this man who keeps calling me kid, which is so damn weird. I'm not your kid. We screw in the back of cars. Like, I don't get that. But then you say, oh, my kid. Where is my kid? I done forgot my baby in the outhouse. You go there. He is 12 feet deep in If that baby would have drowned in that fecal matter, ma'am, you'd have had hell to pay the piper. You deserve to be under the jail as well with Mr. Canodal. EJ, talk to me about this. What would you do if you saw your child emerged from the neck down in feces? Like, he fell through the damn outhouse thing. I'm disgusted.
Girl, first of all, never in a lifetime is that one gonna happen. Nope, not gonna do it. Oh Lord have mercy. That's a lot of ish. That was a lot of it. It was just gross. I couldn't even look at the screen. I was like, ugh, no, thank you. I can't really speak to that because it just wouldn't happen to me. But what I can say is this: is that
never.
It's just not gonna happen. But what I can say is this: is that Lena, I didn't think that there was a lower low that we could go when it came to her situation. I mean, we've seen all the things that she's done over this entire thing. And I didn't think that we could get any lower than this. I didn't think that we would get so caught up in a man and wanting to see if he's going to text us that we would leave our child. First of all, my baby not even using that toilet. I'm sorry. Did y'all see that toilet? There is no way in the world. He would have held that ish until we got to the house.
You're a boy. Pee outside.
You know, well, he said he had to poop, so I mean, we would have had to just.
You would have been going home. He would have squeezed them cheeks until we get to the house.
Okay, squeeze them, hold them, because we're about to go to. If I'm not gonna sit on it, there's no way that I'm gonna put my child on it, and there is no way in the world, in ever in a life, that I'm sitting on that. I don't care what. I will go on myself before I go in that. Thing. That was ridiculous mess right there. That was horrible. I'd rather sit in my own ish than they ish. I'm sorry, I don't know where they. But Lena, this was the lowest of the low for me, and it's sad that this is where she had to go in order to finally snap out of whatever she was in, because I really don't know what it was. It's just no D good enough for this, like to get to this level. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is borderline child abuse, but I don't want to. I don't know.
It's neglect. It's neglect. Myra, talk to me about it.
Girl, this hoe needs to be locked up because baby, like that baby was fed up. Like for him to be in that space with her, like she's been absentee real bad. He was like, get it together. Leave that damn phone in this car, Linda. All right, listen, Linda. We're going to the park. You promised. You got one more time to break off something you said to me to be on that damn phone. Leave it in the car. Push me on the swing. Look what I can do. Girl, you don't pay attention to me, okay? Like, for him to be at the end of his little rope was a whole thing. Because
at that age, that's terrible. That age for him to go off, that's terrible.
It's not even clicking to her. Like, my baby's watching me. I'm not, shielding anything. Like, it's very much so out in the open that I'm not giving a damn because I'm prioritizing this man and some sex in the back of a car. Like, desperate. She had one job. Baby, first of all, we're not going in. I don't know what kind of facility this is, what kind of park, what kind of country park. I don't know what this is, but the parks I go to, they don't look like this. I don't know. For her to leave him in there at the aspects of maybe a text, and it wasn't going to be for nothing but sex. Like, that was more important than you paying attention to your son. Like, the fact that he was, at least he was still in there. He could have got kidnapped. He could have walked with as fed up as he was. I thought the baby ran off. Like, I thought he peeped out. Like, how did I tell you to leave that phone? You know what? I'm going home. I'm going to walk and find my dad at the post office. I don't know. I'm getting the hell out of here and away from you. I didn't know where the baby was going. But when she was looking like she has that, like, I hate that it took this to shake her. I knew it was going to be something. I borderline wish somebody called the law. Somebody need to call the law because we don't need to be in this space again. Because the husband ain't gonna do nothing. Because he was like, you see the boy nose bleeding, and you gonna leave right now? Like, he not gonna do nothing. Somebody needs to call somebody on her because this never needs to happen again. We already had the episode at the house with her and the good vibrations. She just couldn't wait. Then this, like, all of the fecal. This baby gonna be sick. This was oh girl. Oh, this was nasty. This was nasty. And the fact that we didn't immediately go rinse it off. You're supposed to rinse it off. Rinse it off. We went here.
Look at her.
We went here. This was not growth for me. This was not growth for me. The fact that she immediately, even if, she so, had her little revelation and broke it off, you came here first, smelling like shot. You came here first. Here, this was more important. Like this was just ignorant. She's gross, and she shouldn't be allowed to be alone with children. She needs to be supervised until she gets her mind and her mental together. Because something wrong with her, and something wrong with him, and they were doing wrong things. And that poor baby. Well, she need to give it to one of them sisters or something. They got a little sense. I don't know.
She needs to be impatient somewhere. Yeah, she needs to be impatient somewhere because this is ridiculous. Because you're right. What did that baby consume?
He was in there. For him to go down and he's in there, like,
listen,
girl.
Y'all forgot that it's piss in there too.
Everything.
Everything.
Mm.
I ain't forget, girl. It was deep. He was wading around. He was wading in the water down there. It was vile. And the fact that you wouldn't go and get your baby's stomach pump checked, he could have sepsis. He
Girl.
could have any
He'd have been
sort of.
taking a bath in bleach.
Okay,
He needed to
talk to me
go.
about it. And it was all for this. It was all to sit up under Aiden and
Girl.
finally understand he ain't want her, he ain't care about her, and to break it off and bring him a pack of cigarettes that you don't want him to pay for. I was so annoyed by this entire interaction between the fecal matter and then meeting with Aiden smelling like crap. I mean, you're covered in it. You're covered in it,
The
ma'am.
way Aiden didn't give a damn. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
They'll stick his peen in anything. They'll stick their peen in anything. Okay, talk to me about it. For this,
You're right, because if he still would have he still would have spread them legs. He don't care. That's what kind of disgusting person he is too.
with a wife at home.
Exactly. Tyra, you left off one because this was strike three. When she passed out trying to get her rocks off at the house. Don't forget when she dropped them kids off in front of complete strangers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because she didn't know Jack
Girl,
like
not
that.
even that. We left off the other one when she was trying to get it off in the car, and the teacher rolled up
At
in
the
the school.
school, yep.
In the damn car rider line. Somebody's child could have been knocking on the door. Okay, your kids could have came out there instead of the teacher. She's past strike three with them children. This was the last strike, because what else do you do? Talking about she got to go home and cook. Bitch, you need to go home and do yourself, your child, and that damn car. Because y'all sitting in the car and, oh, here, you want to hold on to the phone? And you ain't even telling him that his ass stank, you smell like piss, shit, vomit, blood, garbage, and everything else. And you have a nerve to go sit in front of this man just to say you want to break up with him to feel empowered. You could have sent him a damn text message like he texts your ass. Sir, it's over with. I got to go take a damn shower because my son almost drowned in the goddamn toilet. Because what kind of mom lets her child sit in there?
You know that's my favorite word. He's going around the B word.
Because I get it. Kids, sometimes you got to go when you got to go. But number one, first of all, I know where I'm going when I leave the house. First of all, get your ass in the bathroom and don't come out until you use the bathroom before we go somewhere. And if on the first sign you think you have to do number two, we're packing it up immediately. Okay? Yeah. Because like EJ said, I would rather you have an accident on the way home on your own self than sit in there with a bathroom full of disease, diarrhea, dysentery, and everything else that's in there, and then let them just sit in it, okay? We're just going to sit in the car smelling like everybody else's feces. And what are you teaching your son? But we could sit together. We just sit in the car, ride around, let you go talk to this stranger. That ain't my damn daddy. First of all, since you have me your phone, I'm gonna call his ass and tell him you let me fall in the toilet to talk to some man just because
telling everything. You hear me?
Girl, you gotta remember, Kay, this is the same woman who licks shower scum off the shower.
Right.
Lena ain't never been clean, running out with all of her blood. Girl, she ain't clean. She ain't never been sanitary.
This is probably why your husband don't want you, because he see how nasty and dirty you are.
He said your hair's uneven, you look dusty. I don't want that.
This is probably why he don't want you.
Wet wool.
And this is why this man did, because if she would have started to unzip right there, he'd have been like, oh, well, it is what it is. Because apparently he don't damn mind. And your husband is like, I don't want with your nasty ass. Okay. You don't even wash every day. You walk around the house with the same damn stank ass gloves on. But you want to go around somebody like this? Because you could have went home. Look at your clothes. You done sat in the back of this man's truck filled with poop. Mm-hmm. You could have said, if you wanted to be empowered, you would have said it's over and deleted the number and just went out like a G. Okay, you didn't go out like a G.
You smell like shit, right? She's like, yeah. It was like, you stink, so we still gonna stretch out, or
exactly. He really just didn't.
Like, you brought smiling son with you. You brought that little one up. You want me to turn the car in the opposite direction? Or?
He would have been ready to go. It don't even matter what she smelled like. Or what was on her skin. She would have still been down for the count regardless. No, if you really wanted to feel empowered, you would have ghosted his ass like he ghosted you all them damn years ago.
It was that part. The way to make dinner, like, you just going home now. Oh, okay. Yeah. I bet that house look real good. That post office look real good now, don't it?
The way my nose would have been turned up at her, I would have been like, oh, you stinking. I can't do it. Bye.
And
Just
you should have been taking that baby to go get a tetanus shot.
Okay,
something.
because he needs something. I don't know what it is, but he needs something.
Antibiotics. And he in the back of the truck grimacing, watching you talking to this dirty man on the back of this truck, covered in crap. Yuck. And so finally we see Sloane's mama again, y'all, easing on down this road because we're gonna get through these slides. Listen, we gonna get through these slides. It's time you know, mama, I'm a hoe. All right. I was riding Indigenous Bay and she was riding my beautiful husband's face. I said, now, Sloane, I get it. You hate your mama. You do. But was this the time, the moment, and the place to know? I guess because it's already all over town, it was time that they had this come to Jesus moment while she's making this donkey cake or whatever, this donkey head. For the baby. But y'all, this was really anticlimactic for me. I don't know if I expected the mama to say something in this moment or what, but it just didn't quite deliver for me. I don't know. Kay, did this do something for you? Did you feel like Sloane got some of her power back in having this interaction with her mom?
Hell no, she ain't, that wasn't no accountability at all. Only thing is finally she had a conversation to tell her mom that, which her mom probably already know her name being drugged all types of through the streets anyway, is to own up to it like, yes, this is the lifestyle that I'm living. And she knows that a lot of it is because of her childhood, but you're an adult now. Okay. Your mom, it completely her fault. You growing up with your eating disorders, growing up with low self-esteem, body image issues, all of that. But you a grown ass woman with a child and a husband. You need to take blaming your mom off the table at this point because your mom ain't preventing you from going to therapy at all. She's not stopping you from going to nobody's office. And your mom ain't telling you to be laying alone, spreading it wide to everybody all across the island. She ain't telling you to do any of that. So let's stop blaming mom for stuff that you can actually fix as an adult.
Tyra, did you get your life in this moment? Was it something to see? Do you think that Sloane reclaimed some power in this moment? What was it
Girl,
for?
first of all, that cake is horrible.
It looks like a donkey. Yeah. It don't look like a donkey. It looks like a chimera, like one of those like multiple species, mixed together. That's what it looked like.
I mean, like, I don't know why she acted so surprised. It's nothing that Sloane's doing that she didn't already know about. She just heard it from her mouth. She knows. Like I said, Gullah Gullah Island is this big. I'm sure Sloane and her husband, major town gossip. They say like, guess who they're sleeping with now? Like everybody knows. Everybody knows. They just whisper behind her back, and she hosts the best parties, and then they talk about her afterwards. Like this isn't news. She just wanted to pretend like this is really what you're out here doing. I know she ain't got to worry about her rolling up no more. She ain't gonna be doing no more surprise visits, no pop-ups. Oh, your mother took the baby and broke her pinky toe. It ain't gonna be no more of that. She's embarrassed. She's embarrassed because I'm sure anytime any of that talk happened, not my daughter. My daughter would never. Get your facts straight. We come from money.
I'm a judge.
I worked hard. She's worked even harder. What the hell are you talking about? She would never. They're happily married. Yeah, she can't do it anymore because she heard it from the horse's mouth. And now what? She's like, well, let me go and get my bag, get the hell out of here. Just like, hell no. This is the last thing I wanted to hear. There isn't going to be any real accountability had on either parts. The mom, she's waiting on her mom to do something or initiate to start her healing process. And that's just not going to happen. She has to start it by herself. This woman ain't changing, and she's not budging for nobody. If you want to heal, if you want to go to therapy, if you want to work on your marriage with Richard, if you want to evolve as a mother, like put your daughter first. That's just not going to happen because she's using this as an excuse. I guess this is a step in some type of direction of her, confronting it. But if you're waiting on your mother to start your healing journey, girl, it's going to be a long time. Probably never. But at least you ain't got to worry about her popping up.
Most likely never. EJ, it's time I'm a hoe.
I am inspired. I am inspired by a song by Mariah Lynn. It goes a little something like, once upon a time, I was a...
Now,
I'm admitting because I did that. So that's what I was inspired. That's what vibes it gave me. But seriously, I honestly, I saw this from two different aspects. One side of it, I saw that this was something that she needed to do and something that she needed to say. No, she's not going to take accountability. I don't think either one of them are going to take accountability for it. Sloane really does feel like this is her mom's fault. In her mind, she really does feel like this is all her mom's fault because of the, everything that she faced as a child from the trauma, because it was traumatizing for her. But at the same time, she's not willing to admit that I have the accountability as well. She's more so looking for the root cause of it in her mind and not necessarily what she's done herself, right? And so I feel like this was a good step for her to go ahead and let her mom know what she already knew, because I honestly don't believe that her mom didn't know. I just don't believe that. But I feel like she did take the step in the right direction. And now she has to take another step. Now she got to take the step of owning it for herself and owning what she's done and her accountability in it, and trying to get the help that she needs to try to move forward. Because either you want to be in this thing or you don't want to be in this thing. Either you want this marriage to work or you don't want this marriage to work. Either you want to be there for your child and not put your child through the fact of having to go through what she's going to be going through with these kids not coming to a birthday party and all this other stuff just because of a choice and a decision that I made as an adult. I'm not saying that adults can't do what they want to do, but sometimes you have to think about the consequences that could, reflect back down on your children if something like this happens, because somebody could be petty and go and tell everybody, and then now ain't nobody showing up at your child's birthday party because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. So, it is what it is. Sloane.
Sloane. Kay, anything to add to this?
I don't even know why she even sat at that table like they was finna bake any damn thing. Girl, throw that damn cake. That looked like Falcor from Never Ending Story.
Girl, it really do. It does. I didn't even think about that. It does look like him.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Y'all remember that from the Mickey Mouse Club? They redid the Jodeci song. Anyway, you're a slut.
Don't bring that memory back up to me.
My wife is a effing slut. You're a slut, Sloane. Baby, I want my family back. I'm sick of sleeping in the barn. I just want to be in the house with you, Richard. Do you know how that feels to think my wife's a slut? Well, sir, you already knew who Sloane was. You accepted, you agreed to those terms and conditions, and you aided and abetted her sluttery. So I don't know how you're now mad. But this is the thing with them in this situation. Never would I ever be on my knees to such a weak-willed man, okay? Girl, you hoe around town, you slut everybody out. It's fine. He knows. He condoned it. He opens condom wrappers with his teeth every single time. It's fine. But now I'm begging him back. I just felt so like, girl, like I just feel honestly like this was not genuine. I feel like Sloane does things for theatrical effect. I think in a couple months she'll be back to swinging from chandeliers. Okay. Were you here for her begging her man back? Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Were you here for that?
I said, I know she ain't down on bended knee to get this man back when she act like she didn't even want to lay next to him. She stayed laying next to Jacob that whole time. Ain't even want to go up. Jacob left at breakfast time, but this the man that you want? Talking about you ain't been sleeping right because you ain't slept next to your husband. You weren't trying to sleep next to him. You trying to sleep next to Jacob. Really, Sloane?
Indigenous being the water no more, okay?
Exactly. And I think what she realized is all them people that she slept with that you thought desired you, that you was just this hot, desirable goddess that everybody just want to lay with because you just all that in a bag of chips. And you realized all they wanted was to smash like you did. Okay. They went home right on back to their wives because I guarantee you 95% of them was married in the first place. They went out, had some extracurricular fun that their wives did not know about. They don't want nothing to do with you. They not finna come and pay your bills. They're not gonna come lay next to you at night. They're not gonna come take you out to eat. They're not gonna come raise your daughter. They're not gonna give you any money or anything like that. And guess who was gonna do all those things and more? This man right here. Right here, the one that you took for granted. So, actually, you know what? She need to be down there on bended knee for all that matter. Because although he was enabling her, ain't nobody else gonna do what he's doing.
Nobody
else.
Nobody. EJ. Should she have been on bended knee? Like Kay said, down on bended knee, knee, knee. Mm-hmm.
That was a good. Y'all remember when videos was videos? Woo, that video just ran through my head. Woo. Okay, but yeah, seriously though, y'all know I'm always gonna try to see this from a different angle because why not? I look at this two different ways. Like, of course, you know, Sloane comes in with the manipulation, right? Like, there's a part of me that believes Sloane was manipulating this whole thing, but there's also a part of me that goes back to the conversation that she had with her mom and how she talks about, I had this, I had that, I had that. And then she realized that there was only one rule. I was getting everything that I wanted, right? But there was only one rule. And that rule was, don't lie to me. Don't be stepping outside. I got quotation marks. If I don't know, y'all can see it. Don't be stepping outside of this marriage, right? That was the only stipulations, but yet she did what she was asked not to do. If you are in this situation and you are basically getting your cake and eating it too, you got to be the dumbest person in the world to step outside of it. You know, like, that's dumb. You're already getting everything that you're asking for and more. You're literally, like, it's stupid to me. So when I see Sloane on her knees, when I see her on her knees begging to come back, I'm thinking to myself, she realizes that, like Kay said, ain't nobody else gonna do this, because she just told her mom that ain't nobody else gonna do this. So I need to get back in good. But I feel like half of me believes that there's a manipulation to it, and that if Sloane was ever presented the opportunity, that she might do it again. You know, because I'm not mad at them about their lifestyle, because their lifestyle is their lifestyle. They do what they do. Grown people do what they want to do in their bedrooms. I want to bring people in, but clearly Richard was only doing this to make her happy. So I don't know if he necessarily really wanted to do it. If that was really his thing, he just wanted to see her smile or whatever it is. And then there's this feeling that he was feeling like, maybe I'm not enough. Maybe I'm old. Like, I felt bad for Richard. I was feeling bad for him for like a whole second.
Heck no. This man knew what he was doing. He knew who Sloane was, and he wanted to keep her as his little doll, his little prize. We saw that, I think, in the first couple episodes. Like, it was always, oh, my Sloane, or you're so beautiful. You're just perfection. Whatever you want, whatever you need. He ain't want this life. I think it was a mechanism to keep her. I think they're both manipulators. I don't know. Tyra, what you think? Baby, I'm begging.
Girl, please. If he would have whipped it out and she would have put it in her mouth, it would have been par for the course. This tired ass relationship. This ain't her first time on them knees. Well, first of all, she'd be on them knees a lot, but in this capacity, this ain't her first time on them knees. Like, this is their relationship. This is not their first time being here. This is not the first time she stepped out and lied to him. And he may have presented it like, oh, but you lied to me. Boy, please. They've been here. This is how we even get to the notion of, I get to pick who it is, and they can't look better than me, and they can't make more than me, and I get to rip open the condom with my teeth and be there and say, I say when, I say who, I say where, I say how much. Like, we got there because Sloane has done this before. This is their relationship. Like, he likes this. You can't tell me he doesn't, or he would have been told her where to go and where to take her cake. Like, this is them. This is them, and she comes and she begs, and we do it all over again with another couple, or, you know, she listens to him for a little while and everything's cool, and then she's back, you know, finding her another suitor that she wants to spend more time with and keep it away from Richard. Like, if this isn't the second time, it's the third time. Like, I do not feel sorry for Richard in the slightest. This is their relationship. This is who he married, and this is what he likes.
Mm-hmm. And this ain't the last time, y'all. Shout out to whoever's here. I can't even see the count of who's here. I can't see the chat. I can't see anything, but I love you guys so much for writing this out with 10 weeks for us. And I want to let you guys know that we are having another member blockbuster night on this Saturday. And Tyra's hosting this time. And I want to show you guys her choice, and we will get back in and wrap these 4 heifers up. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up.
점점 끔찍해질 거야.
Yeah, so y'all, so come on over, be a part of the membership if you want to watch I Saw the Devil.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be good time.
The watch-alongs are always a good time, y'all. Come just for the reactions and the kikis. But later that night, right, because Sloane puts a horse head in the man's bed. That raggedy
Girl, this is not a
of
goddamn The Godfather. What are you doing?
Godfather, right? Horse heads and apologies,
Giving
but not really
cowboy head.
apologies, right? So we put this raggedy cake head that she made, which is disgusting on all levels. And then she gets into this thing. You will not call me a slut. I'm amazing and you don't deserve me. But I'm sorry because I overstepped. How about it just be me and you for a little while? I said, ho, like just throw the whole marriage away, throw the whole bed away at this point, throw them satin sheets away, and put your little nibbies up. Put the little put them up, okay? And just be done. How about we just be celibate for like a couple weeks, a month maybe, and recalibrate and reset our minds. I think the sex is what got them dizzy. Tyra, talk to me about horse heads, apologies, and you don't deserve me.
I don't talk about these folks. This was despicable. This was tired. This was nothing but confirmation that this is. You see how happy he got? Like, yeah, that's this. I like it. I like it when you take charge, Daddy. It was giving that. It was giving Whitley Gilbert. Like he likes this. Like yes, like this is their banter and their back and forth. And I'm sure she's gonna, hey, how about if it's just me and you for a little while? And it's cool until it isn't. It's cool. She didn't say forever or from now on, I don't need anything else but you, Richard. I don't even want to see anybody else. Just forget. Like, how about just me and you for a little while?
For a little while.
Close, get you comfortable, get us back in a good place until it's not enough. And I want to go out and see what else, another peen has to offer. Like this was dramatic as hell, but I'm a good person and you don't deserve me. I was like, Sloane, you putting a lot on it, ain't you? All right. I don't know. This was dramatic, but he was very into it. He appreciated the gesture, and from this moving on, I was like, well, it's just so long to the damn barn. I guess she back in the house now. I didn't care about this. These people are sick.
Okay, you don't deserve me. I'm great. You just don't know it, Richard.
Sloane, at this point, I don't know who deserves you at this point because I don't know what she thinks that she's worth, but it's not as much as she thinks that it is. She go in there, hop on top of him in the middle of the damn night with the mosquito bites and that dumpster fire cake, and just knew everything was gonna be all right because she knew his stupid ass was gonna fall for it, and he did. She was just like, and scene, okay. Now it's only a matter of time before her narcissism is gonna come back out. She's gonna take the mask off, and they're gonna end up right back where they were in the first place. This is gonna be like, you had enough time because I seen this one guy. That was so and so. I just wanted to know if you still in the ripping condoms open with your mouth business, because if so, we can go ahead and do that one more again. I don't believe her at all. Okay, and he's a fool if he believes her too. You ain't enough for that woman. Nobody is, apparently, because she ain't even worth it enough for herself. Because if she was, she would go to therapy and actually find her true worth. Because right now she ain't worth a damn, just like Lena and her raggedy ass.
Sloane does not need to be married. I think she needs to be perpetually single and just sow her oats until she's ready to not. EJ, you don't deserve me, Richard. I'm great.
Listen, I don't think it's enough oats. I don't think it's enough sowing of oats in the world enough for Sloane to ever get tired of it, to be honest. But, when it's all said and done, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we're here, they're there, and it is what it is, girl. This was crazy to me. I was like, okay, y'all kinky. I see. Y'all go ahead. Y'all do that.
In all those places disgust me. It screams infection. I don't like it. I don't want no cake crumbles up in nether regions. I just don't. I don't like the frosting idea of it. I don't like that sugary. I don't like any of that. Like
the cake ain't even. She brought him a cake that wasn't even good.
She said it was nice. She said it was
I thought
nasty.
the cake was for the baby. You see, everything circles back to her not giving a damn about that child.
And nobody came to the party anyway. How you have it all? Everything's left over. But meanwhile, he done moved again. Jack done came back to the vineyard with his bags, with a Teletubby, and he is ready to be daddy of the year. And Gia is on this road. Gia is the worst. Y'all, she is the literal worst. And I said immediately, Jack, call the police. Don't call this heifer. Call the po, Joe. Call them. Because listen, it's terrible. Because why would you have this man continue to uproot his life over and over and over again, selling him this dream only for you to dip out, and now you're kidnapping? Because this is not just your child. You had this baby with this man. You've said he's the father. Okay. And so he's calling her, you're terrible, you're this, you're that. She knows it. This was what she wanted the whole time. Gia wanted these words to come out of her mouth so she could feel justified and vindicated in her actions. Like, see, this is how it was always going to end up anyway. I did the right thing by getting out in front of it, X, Y, or Z. This type of person is so vile because she's only thinking about herself and in the immediate sense. She's, like you guys said earlier, not thinking in any way about this unnamed baby. Kay, talk to me about this. Why did he call the police first? Call them now.
Child, he told her teeth look young, and I was screaming.
Adolescent, he did.
Adolescent ass teeth.
Like, he had been holding that one in for a long time. He couldn't wait to let that insult out. He's like, I've been holding my tongue on this one, but you know what? Damn it, I don't care any damn more. You don't even care about that damn baby. The baby ain't even have no name after that. The baby been out of her hoo-ha for a couple of days now and still ain't got no damn name. Okay, and you knew what the you knew what the gender was. You could have gave that little baby a name a whole time. You could have worked with him on a name a long time ago. You present to him this child with no damn name. Obviously, you know what to call your damn book, but you don't know what to call this baby. I'm like, the priorities is all the way.
Exactly. She thought more about the book than the baby.
Exactly. You ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And he actually over there buying diapers and toys and stuff. This man actually might be father of the year. Okay. He really might be that. He want to stand next to Lewis in the father of the year award. Okay. And you left him. All to say, because women unite, because we don't need men. Your ass need a job and he got one more than you have. Okay. It ain't about what women need. You have a baby on the way, and a baby needs a father in their life. A baby needs a household where at least somebody got a damn job and is working and is going to buy the damn diapers instead of taking hand-me-downs from a person that you're exploiting to write your book because the last one you wrote was boring and your damn editor is all over your ass. He should have called the damn police on her a long time ago because at this point, this is kidnapping. And bring me my goddamn child because you go into jail.
Bring me my baby back, baby back, baby back. Okay, pretty girl. She says, now wait a minute, Ashley. The baby has a name now. She decided to name it Fox. Remember, girl, I do not remember. I must have fast forwarded through that part because
the baby got a name now. And when he showed up, she named the baby after he showed up. Her ass was talking about she ain't. What was you calling her? That baby?
Mm-hmm.
Grab that baby over there. Somebody give me that damn baby. So I feed it.
Baby girl. Get my baby girl.
EJ, why did he call her first instead of calling the police? I'd have called the police first. She need to go to jail.
Because he had some stuff he needed to get off his chest, Ashley, and he needed to get that stuff off his chest right then. Before he called the police, he said, I got to get these words out before I do not have the strength to say them. I didn't say them right now. So he had to tell her about them teeth. He had to tell her how she was a sociopath. He had to tell her about her journalistic skills of lack thereof of journalistic skills. He had to tell her all the things because he was right. He done came all the way down to this island that is in the middle of no doggone where. And yeah, you do this. And he has himself to blame too a little bit. I get that because you actually wanted to believe this woman. You actually wanted to believe that she has some sort of integrity, some sort of morals about about her, that now that a child is involved, that of course she's not going to take off again, because why would you run away with my child? I mean, Sloane already told you that, what did she say? Did she say that that's kidnapping or something when she came there to say goodbye to her? So you know what it is, but yet you're still going to do it. And then it's like Ash said, she gonna try to justify it when she's sitting there listening to that voicemail and shaking her head, talking about, Brad, you know exactly what you're doing. Right now, you're telling yourself, I knew that's what he thought. I knew that's what. No, he mad. And he have every right to be mad. And I wish he had said more. You know, I wish that bitch, when he said B-I-T-C-H, I wish he had said it. I'm sorry. I wish he had said it.
Tonight, I overstand.
My bad. When he had said that, I wish he had heard it, because I feel like he was throwing the phone at the same time when he was saying it. And I don't know if it actually got on the voicemail or not. So, but there you go.
We should say stuff, because you know that's my word.
Yeah, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say tonight. That was a disclaimer, because listen, I'm over these heifers. So
work it out.
Y'all can get it all together. So it's your turn, Tyra. So let loose. I already know what to do.
Bitch! Like, first of all, like, he ain't called the police because he's still waiting on her to be a good person. He wants so badly for her to be a logical person, a logical mom, when she has displayed everything except for that. When he told this heifer that she had adolescent teeth, I felt that's the whitest insult. Like, bitch, your teeth young. I can't stand your ass. He was sitting on all of that. Like, I had already uprooted from here. Now I'm in Martha's Vineyard. Like, and you left. Like, you can't do this. You can't do this. Like, girl, you are kidnapping. Like, and I'm sure she might try to go the route. Like, what is your name on? You weren't there. When these are the same mothers who you weren't there when I gave birth. Your name isn't even on the birth certificate. How do we know she's yours? She probably sent this man through all types of paternity and all types of nonsense before she even caves. Like, Gia is sick. And what sends me is her like downfall in her headspace is her losing her parents. Yeah. Me losing my parents, me being without, me unexpected, like, and you would do this to your daughter, your child. You would do the same stuff. Like, you would think that she would be fighting tooth and nail to avoid that. But like, this is sick. I don't know what she would expect him to do aside from call the freaking police. That's all he can do at this point. Like, he needs to press charges and hold it. Like, he don't need to follow back or have expectations. Well, maybe this time, no. Follow through, get some custody stuff in order, because Gia is not going to act right.
Never. She needs sole custody at this point, because she's going around the country calling everybody else a monster. Oh, that man's a monster. He's a monster. And you a monster too. Sitting in these people's face laughing, in your mind, because you're telling them other people treated them wrong, but you ain't admitted that you treating this man wrong. Let that man have sole custody and go on about your business.
Come on. And Pretty Girl talks about it a little bit, and we talked about it in the beginning, that this monologue that we start to hear at the end is literally justification for all of their bad behavior, staking it all on the idea that we're just women and we should be able to operate however we want to, no matter if we have no integrity, no matter if we're awful, no matter the collateral damage. And it's so self-aggrandizing to me. Like, how do you justify this path and trail of bodies that you're leaving behind you, literally and figuratively, at this point, in an effort just to satisfy whatever degenerate nature that you have? Because it's really disturbing in my mind. All of these women are on a different type of time. And so I want to know from you ladies, what does the future hold? And we are going to start with Maggie. And I said she Bella 2.0. They had her in the flannel on this plane. They had a Edward Cullen lookalike sit down next to her. She's decided to give her story to this heifer. They have a whole meetup. They hug. She cries, of course, because Gia is a bottom feeder and she is going to do whatever it takes to get the story. And on this plane, Bella 2.0, aka Maggie, meets her new Edward on the way to the Today Show to get her story out there. Tyra, talk to me. What's next for Maggie, aka Bella 2.0?
Poor thing, she's still being used. Like, the fact that she found validation in Gia of all people. Like, hey, yeah, I believe you. bring it in hugs. It was like a really big moment for her. Like, finally, somebody believes me. I'm like, Bella, you're still being used. You're still being used. Like, this is, don't mistake it. Gia is all for self and for her book and for her story. Like I flew across because I knew, like, so you need to be heard, you need to be seen, people need to understand, you need to get your voice, you need to get your word out there. And this is, I'm sure, Maggie's justification for, or more so just vindication for her losing that trial. Like, I'm still going to get my story out there. I'm still going to get what you did to me out there, and this, that, and the third. And there's just a sense of her moving on. But I'm like, let's still acknowledge that you're still being used at this moment. Even her happy ass mama on a plane. Yeah, she's in a book. We're going to speak at. Like, do you know why she's in the book? Exactly. This isn't a grand story to tell. But yeah, she's in a book. Like, we're headed to the China, she just kiki and like, oh, this is a new prospect for what, a boyfriend or like a what a girl. I guess, like, out of all the stories, I'm the most disinterested in Maggie's still. But it was nice for her to not end up where she started. But the evolution did not seem warranted. It just feels like bam, I'm okay because of all people, Gia believed me. All right.
Mosley. And I don't know what are they doing here, EJ, because she looks more like Bella than Bella at this point. And they finally did her hair. Maggie looked good. I was like, okay, Maggie, you look like, but again, that's not all the answers. There you have deep-rooted trauma and issues that you still need to deal with that you clearly haven't, but you're on your way to the Today Show. Were they like punking us and making her Bella in this point at this moment? Because I said, why she got the flannel on? Like, why is it like this?
Right there. He's right there. So,
listen.
Here.
Girl, first and foremost, Bella, she could never be as boring as Bella was and as plain as Bella was. Bella still has more interest than Maggie does. I'm sorry. And I don't know what they was doing, but she did look cute in here. I will give her that. She did look cute, but she needs to just let it go. I need her to find a new story because I love Twilight far too much for this just to be for this to be the one. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It just irks my soul all the way around. But I just hope Maggie finds something. Her mom was out of line for that, ma'am. If he goes and pulls this book up, he's gonna see her at her absolute worst. Stop playing. Like, don't do that. Like, that was stupid. I just need Maggie to, really, I just need for them not to bring her back. But if I got to say something that makes sense, I just need for her to get that help that she needs and for her to be able to move forward and, maybe find someone that is not Edward or Jacob. Sorry.
Please. Okay. Was she channeling Bella in this moment? Why did they have her look like this on this plane? Did you immediately think Bella when you saw her? And what's next for Maggie?
Well, so since now we've done Twilight, we've moved on to New Moon. So if they move on to the next story, we're going to get a whole new story of New Moon and how she found somebody age appropriate, but that relationship didn't work out either. I don't want to read New Moon starring Maggie. I don't want to do it. No. And yes, you are. And I really, it's unfortunate that Gia's book went public to the fact that they was on Today's Show to make it seem like she's an excellent writer. No, ma'am, you exploited these 3 women just to get your ass a book. But you know what? I hope you're paying child support with the proceeds.
I know that's right.
You just know she ain't got custody, Lord. Oh my goodness. Lena, you're disgusting. Those are my final thoughts for her. I don't ever have to see Lena again. And I hope somebody has custody of her children. Okay, what's next for Lena?
Don't choke.
Lena's gonna have to get a job because if she done left that man, then I don't know how she's gonna take care of herself and them kids. Okay, Lena need to go out and get a job and stop focusing on these men that don't want her ass because it looked like she's gonna end up around the next man who really don't. That she's gonna get the wrong impression of somebody else because she is delayed as well. She's not well at all. She need to go drop them kids off at her mama's house and get herself together. She need to spend some alone time. If anybody needs some time being by themselves at this point is Lena, because she don't need to be raising nobody's kids at this point. She's barely responsible for herself. She needs to go somewhere by herself. Them kids do not deserve her and her piss poor parenting. and she ain't even realizing. She looking like she did something real great. No, ma'am, your tears is rolling down, cleaning the shit off of your damn face. I'm not happy for you in this moment at all. The cleanest thing on your body was that one tear that rolled down your cheek.
Yeah, and it got dirty. Damn.
Exactly. Just disgust me.
Tyra, what's next for Lena, girl? I don't know.
I don't know. I hope she goes to therapy or something. I don't know. She needs to go seek like real help. Her breaking it off with that man is like the least of her problems. Like mentally and internally, Lena is messed up, and she needs help to avoid any more situations happening to those kids. I need that raggedy husband of hers to step up and notice that the piss poor parenting is happening and protect his children, because she's not in a good place to do that right now. Hopefully we progress into Lena just finding Lena and being okay with her and growing as a woman and a person beyond her being 13, 14 years old. And deal with what really happened to her and just everything. I don't feel like there's been some 2.0 situation for Lena. The way Lena rolled up reeking of shit, we're not there yet.
And I agree, Tony. What's next for Lena? Hopefully a bath. Hopefully a shower. I think you need to sit in the water. I agree with that. Sit down, sit your tail in the water, Lena. EJ, what's next? What's next for her?
Not only does she need to sit in the water, but she need to take Case to Justin and put some Purex in that thing because she needs to disinfect.
And use a washcloth and some soap, people, too, because I heard people don't be using washcloth.
Ma'am.
They don't. They say it. They admit it on podcasts. I've seen it multiple times. Use soap, water,
wash your legs. Just
wash your legs and
wash your legs, Ashley.
Yes. Don't wash your hair with shampoo and just let it run down and think that that's clean. That's not.
That is not how that works.
Use a washcloth for your face and use one for your body, or use one, but start with your face and then work your way down.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, because I feel like Lena needs a lesson. I don't think she bathes properly. I don't believe she does.
Girl, Lena is disgusting. At the end of the day, she does need therapy, and she just needs to get in a better place so that she can be the mom that she really needs to be for these kids. Because I'm not saying that she doesn't have the capability of being a good mom. I mean, for a long time, that's what she was doing before she got caught up in all of this mess and wanting. I don't know where it all went wrong, but. Now that she's by herself and able to just sit with herself and not necessarily worry about her husband not wanting her, she needs to learn how to love herself first before how somebody else gonna love you if you don't love yourself, and how you even gonna know what love is if you don't truly love yourself. Like, focus on that. Get the help that you need. Get the help that you need so that you can be a mom for your children. Otherwise, what are we even doing? What lessons did we learn? Like, was that shit for nothing? Like, literally. I'm just saying.
You're so kind, because I don't have it for her. I think that this was just her latest obsession. I think this has always been Lena. I don't know how much of a present parent she even was before then. I don't get the notion that she was, but you were so kind and sweet. Blessings to this
woman. She don't need just a therapist. She needs psychotherapy and she needs intensive therapy. I don't mean go and see somebody once every 2 weeks. I mean she need like daily therapy, and it needs to be for at least 2 hours a day minimum with somebody who's an expert in the whatever delay that she got going on.
Lord have mercy.
And not that quack that she was seeing a few episodes ago. Not that man.
There's an obsession disorder. Like, if it's not the gloves and not that man, like, what is it going to be next season?
And she needs something.
Sloane, all is well. We eating watermelon on the beach and in People Vineyard. And I said, oh, this is just the beginning. The way she looks at the camera at the end of this episode, I said, oh, Sloane is hell. She back on that. It's only a matter of time, as you guys said. EJ, talk to me about Sloane.
Listen, Sloane is a master manipulator. By the time we got to the end of this episode, when Sloane gave that look, I said, oh, Sloane is the master manipulator. You done played us all in this one. I said, girl, I ain't even mad at you at this point, because if Richard sit up here and let you manipulate this situation, then it is what it is. Like, if you like it, I love it. Go for it. Like, I have nothing more to say than Sloane did the thing. She did what she's supposed to do. She got herself in some ish and she got herself out of it. And look where we're at. She got watermelon. I want some watermelon, damn it.
He
Give me
feeding
some
her
watermelon.
too. I said,
I want some.
Lord,
I want some watermelon.
Sloane the
Want to be
baddest.
hydrated.
In the words of Show Nuff, she the baddest, clearly. Kay,
Show enough.
talk to me about Sloane. It's all well. And is she already up to her next debacle? Is she already up to it?
She already that this lady that caused hell, chaos, and damage to this man's life, and he still cared about her enough to feed her watermelon. By show of hands, is your man going to do the same for you? Because if it, I need to know. Because where'd she find these type of men at?
I ain't trying to put nobody through hell and damnation. Lord, I don't even know the answer because I ain't never put nobody through nothing like that.
Me neither, so I don't know. But shit,
I
I would
know
hope.
the answer. I ain't got to put nobody through it. I'm nice like that. Come on, I can get my Sloane on. Right,
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Okay. I can't even say the name Michael B. Jordan and have him across my TV for too long. Okay, without somebody cutting their eyes at me. Okay. I know this is not going down. Ain't nobody finna feed me watermelon after this. Okay. That's gonna be the end of the road for me. And she knew, she's like, once this happens, okay, I can go ahead and be planning my next move because I already got him right where I want him again. I'm already back in his good graces. The family is good. We look like the beautiful picture that he always wanted. Cool. Now I'm waiting for him to strike again. She's
I'm just
already
waiting for
planning.
next season for them to be in LA or something. They had to move locations to a place that wasn't. So she can
You need a
reach.
fresh
I know
start.
she did some more stuff. I know she's up to no good because that apology wasn't even necessary. Okay, you brought him a half baked cake because it was probably raw in the middle, and they really give him no words to say anything. Okay, y'all actually didn't even really talk about it. Was there really ever a real conversation about what happened? She
No, she just
literally
sat on
escaped
it.
it.
She
Exactly.
said,
She
"Baby, I'm
escaped the whole
sorry."
conversation. Oh no, I know she did some more shit after this.
Baby, I'm
And
sorry.
she put them little cakes in his face and let him twist the turn the knob.
oh, Ashley, please put your hands down.
Tyra, talk to me
You mean them ant bites?
about yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? Like, Richard has always been putty in her hands. Like, all this sternness he tries to do, like, she played this man like a lottery ticket and will continue to do so. Like, there's nothing to see here, folks. This is business as usual. Like, I'm not surprised. This is what it's going to be until it isn't. She makes the decision. She wears the pants, the bras, the shirts, the sweater. She wears everything. Richard is a decorative husband who listens. And whenever he tries to get a little backbone, I'll be here to see it. But because this was
Yeah,
His
like I
fade is
said,
nice though.
season 2, y'all, they will be in LA and she will be wreaking havoc and doing her dastardly deeds on the West Coast.
like so
Is what my
romantic,
theory
so
is.
Oh God, that picture though.
ugh.
Well, she finally got her scan. What's next for Gia? I don't care. Y'all see it's ... I really don't. I wanted to.
She got dot. That's all she gets.
Yeah. Tyra, what you got for Gia?
Girl, them same dots you got. I don't give a damn about Gia. We never cared about Gia. What's next is hopefully Jack rolling up with them papers. Her getting served.
Got some
So
papers.
custody is being in order. Like, if she all out here and this book is doing anything, like, when is she gonna have time for this baby in real life? Like, she already has no concern. We don't know if she's gonna be evolved as a person, let alone as a mother. Like, who knows? Who knows? This little scan here, I don't give a damn. Hopefully, I don't even want to say it. I'm just say hopefully she has. Hopefully it was all for nothing because it's been her justification. I have cancer for God's sakes. I'm about to die. Like, and then when you aren't and you don't have it, then what? Are you going to act differently? No, this is how you like to act. This is who you are choosing to be. Let's hope she's not choosing to be this way when she has a whole baby to think about.
I really hope that she's not sick. I don't wish that on anyone, but Lord have mercy. I could care less about Gia. I think she is just the epitome of what's wrong with, like, she could be Jim's somebody. You know what I mean? Jim from Prom. Yeah. She's equating to Jim in my mind. Kay, what you got for Gia? What's next for Gia? Do you care? What's next for Gia?
I said, look at her. That man that told her she got teeth like a Shih Tzu and she ain't even gonna smile like she's supposed to anymore. That's a smirk. Okay.
Not a
After that, now she done got real self conscious about herself. She needs to stop leaning on that excuse of I'm about to die and I'm gonna about to lose everyone. Girl, you ain't lost nothing but your damn common sense running around town, running around the whole country like you really got a damn plan in the name of because women got to be independent. Little baby Fox ain't asked for all of this. Let her go over there with her daddy that work at Kmart. They probably gonna give him a raise and a discount so he can buy all the things that she needs because your ass ain't trying to do nothing but manipulate people for a book. You actually don't even care about the money from the book. You just want to be known as Gia. She's this great author and stuff and get some. You want to see your name in lights just like Maddie. You don't give a damn about that child or that damn man. You and them chiclet teeth.
DJ, what you got for Gia? You gonna say something nice and sweet. That's why I saved you for last. I know you got something positive to say.
Well, damn, you are just put a lot of sugar on that for me. I hope
If you came up with something sweet for Lena, I
I
know
really
you
didn't have that. I really didn't, but all right.
I was gonna say I got the other three dots. dot. Listen, let me pull something out of this. I really hope that Gia is okay. I hope that Gia is okay. I hope this is a learning lesson for her. I hope that once she sees that she doesn't have the package, right? That she, finally, I'm trying to find something nice. That she finally finds within herself to be able to.
Don't force it.
Actually, I ain't got shit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know.
To be able to grow
Damn.
from this moment as a woman.
EJ tried her hardest and still ain't getting nothing.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock.
Listen, I said if she has something for Lena, surely she has something nice to say about Gia.
I had a little hope for her, but Gia just I ain't got no hope for Gia. Gia's not gonna change. If she had that baby and still left that man again, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't changing.
Well, y'all, but that's it. Listen, that's it. That's all. Dune is on. I'm 45 minutes late. I need to go and check out Dune. If you didn't know, Dune premiered today on Max at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Dune Prophecy, set 10,000 years before. But y'all, Three Women has been entertaining. I thank you guys so much for rocking with us for all 10 episodes. Baby, this has been a labor. And I can't even say a labor of love. It's been labor though. It's been labor, but thank you ladies for being faithful and persevering with me through this. And before we go, I want you guys to let the people know what you got going on. Kay, what's going on over there this week?
Y'all, we start Silo this week, okay? So if you have not caught up, go ahead and catch up on Silo. Season 2 just started. It is on Apple TV, unless you get it the Ski Mask way and you know where to find it. Also, I plan on dropping a wrap up for Agatha All Along. So if you have not caught up on Agatha All Along, go ahead and do that now because I plan to review the whole season real soon. And y'all already know all the stuff we got coming up. 2 more episodes left of From. If y'all have not seen episode 9, you did get some answers this episode. So I don't want to hear that y'all ain't getting nothing. You got a little something in episode 9. So be ready for that on Tuesday. We start Dune on Wednesday. Married at First Sight on Thursday. Cross also tomorrow. If you have not watched all the episodes of Cross, please do so. If not for anything else, but to look at Fine Ass Aldous Hodge. And what comes out this weekend? The movie with my third husband, John David Washington.
The piano
Be on the
lesson,
lookout
all
for
right.
that as well.
Yeah, on Netflix, it'll be out. EJ, what you got going over there at the TV Junkie? What's going on?
Well, first and foremost, this was fun, guys. I love talking about Three Women. I thought it was one of the best things that we have talked about thus far. And I am so excited about the potential of season 2.
EJ, don't get struck down by lightning all them lives.
So with that being said, I did just drop my Cross video. So this is an amazing series, by the way. Cross, and this is serious, like really serious. Cross is an amazing series. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out and go check out my review on that one. So I dropped that. I also did a Christmas review, as if you didn't know that. A Christmas review over Style Me Next Christmas. It was such a cute movie. Y'all got to check that one out. So definitely go help your girl out and run that up a little bit. It was a BET Plus original. And I got some other stuff that I'm going to be dropping this week. I got to still do my silo video, y'all. I'm trying to find the words, and then I'll get that one up. And then, I'll be with the girls for the rest of the week. Y'all know how we do it.
Absolutely. And thank you for being here, EJ. She said, I'm
course.
serious about this. I'm serious. Watch Cross. Tyra, what's going on over there at the struggle, ma'am?
Well, stuff. My silo video is up. Go watch it. Go run it up. I'm working on my from video. Gonna edit that as soon as we hop off of there. Be sure to support that. That might go up tonight. It might be 11 o'clock drop just to get it on out the way. Make sure you're watching Cross, like Kay said. That's coming up along with Silo Mondays. It's a double dose tomorrow. We are going live to discuss Silo, and after that, we're gonna go live and discuss Cross. Y'all know we come with all the content. Be sure to be there to support that. As far as like individual stuff, anybody who is a member on my channel, be sure to have your notifications on. Thursday, I will be talking She's Gotta Have It with King Nikki. Well, a night of horror. I'm sorry, but Nikki gonna be there. We're gonna be
remind them so they know the channel to find.
We're gonna be breaking that down together. So make sure that you have your notifications on for that. And also, when I have my little touch base with you guys, my Just Talk, where we talk about YouTube channels and whatever else you guys want to get into if you are on that particular tier. But yeah, be here, become a member, support us in everything that we do. We are here every day.
And thank you guys again so much for all being here with us through these 10 weeks. And I will leave you with the last little thing for 3 women and our weekly schedule. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Watch Dune, watch Cross, be there this week. A lot of fun content on the way, a lot of solo uploads, as well as collective live. So thank you again. Have a safe and amazing week. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
I drove across the country and back. These 3 women. Lena, a housewife whose husband no longer wanted to touch her at all. Sloane, she and her husband brought other people into the bedroom. All the stories of men who hadn't sown enough of their oats. And Maggie, a girl whose first real experience of love was with her married high school teacher. The thing we can do to understand is to listen.